I know that there's a chance that I could go fully blind. I know that every day my vision could be changing. I don't let that hold me back. But that doesn't mean that there's no fear. At age 6, my eye doctor actually told me I was night blind. And I would tell people, I'm night blind. That's what I've been told. But I didn't have really a concrete diagnosis at that time. Living undiagnosed for a long time, it made me turn to a lot of self-blame. It made me call myself names like careless or clumsy. And it made me just feel super lonely. When I was 18, I was diagnosed with a very rare blinding eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. During COVID, I started spending a lot of time with my mom, and she was convincing me to get out and run with her. I started to love the feeling of running, and it grew into more of a sense of independence that I got from running. For someone with RP, if you're in a stage similar to where I was when I was starting to run, you don't have a lot of peripheral vision below your eyes. With my vision progressing and there always being obstacles, I knew that eventually I should consider what other options there are in running.
Can't see totally.
It's Aaron. Yes. Nice to meet you.
That's always funny. We both were like.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. And here's Dan.
Nice to meet you.
At Brooks, I am on the corporate responsibility team, but I also am a volunteer for the Disability Employee Network. We received an email from Aaron Scheides, who is a former Paralympian. Aaron was proposing to come to Brooks and do a training to teach Brooks employees how to guide visually impaired runners and also experience what it's like to be guided as a visually impaired runner.
This is called a handheld tether. What this really is right here is communication and trust.
Eyes closed?
I don't know that I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh, I don't know. I guess this isn't that different.
Okay. You want to touch my elbow?
I have not met a whole lot of visually impaired people in my life, actually. And then on top of that, I have never met a visually impaired runner.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm like
great.
enjoying it.
Yeah, good. As you should be.
It's very freeing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna close my eyes.
You're gonna close your eyes? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a little more than 90-degree turn, connect here. You got me. From this event today, I really hope Ixchel took away an understanding that there is hope for her to be able to always run. Her condition, just like mine, is a progressive condition and it can be scary. I remember the time that I came to grips with and decided to allow other people to help me, because you fight it for so long, trying to just like prove this independence, and at some point you just realize it's not worth it, or you need to do something different in order to really continue.
I'm now on a journey to find ways to preserve running for myself, and finding a guide and finding someone that can do this with me and continue running in races and continue doing the sport that I love.
Aaron called me the day after the training and said that there's an opportunity to join an overnight camp for adaptive athletes. For me specifically, that means learning how to run with a guide and also meeting other visually impaired runners that are also in the same journey as me.
Hey, I wanted to introduce you to your guide this weekend, Alyssa. So.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Will you say your name for me so I can pronounce the correct name?
It's Ixchel.
Ixchel. So when did you start losing your vision in like such a way that you needed a guide?
Yeah.
Like little bees.
Pretty much this year.
Wow.
Over the past year, I've been like just tripping a lot more when I run and like falling, and
It's probably so frustrating.
yeah. So we can talk more about that. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about tethers just a little bit. We're gonna talk about the different types and things, the ways you can use it. But then we're also gonna do some run drills.
How do you like holding your tether when you did the race last weekend?
I put it around my Yeah, and then
My first impressions of Ixchel were, oh my gosh, look at this sweet, wonderful human. I walked up to her and her face lit up and she smiled from ear to ear. Within the first few minutes, I thought, oh, I cannot wait to experience what it will be like to run with you.
This is so cool. Like running with someone.
Up, starting.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Nice. Perfect. Now we're back on the street.
Cool.
Crushed it.
Okay. That is helpful. The contact. I like that.
Yeah. And it just makes you feel more safe. And
The one thing with Alyssa that was awesome was she knew what cues I needed even before I knew what cues I needed.
We can trust our guide, and we can work on letting ourselves just be free, okay?
Let's go.
You guys, great job first session, okay? It was a long session. You guys did a great job, okay? Hopefully you're not too tired, okay?
This is gonna be like a true trust your guide moment for you.
Okay, this is scary.
You got it. It's gonna be great.
This morning we went for a run at 6:15 and my vision is worst in the dark. And so I have never even thought about the possibility of running in the dark.
Not only did we get to go for a long run this morning, and it was her first run in the dark, she was able to fully trust me without being able to see anything on her own, which is huge. It's so brave to say, like, I will trust this person who I've just met with like my safety and not letting me trip and fall or hurt myself. And then again later today when we were running intervals and she got to open up her speed and sprint, she told me that had been a long time since she's been able to do fast intervals. We're taking off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Nice. Coming to the left. One for me.
Where is it?
There you go. There you go. Like, what has been some of your favorite moments about camp so far?
There's just been so much. It's like, I don't even know how to start. When I came, it was like a little bit overwhelming because everyone was just like so comfortable in their own skin.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I'm not really totally myself all the time. And I hide it a lot. Yeah. That's like yesterday I was so quiet because I was like, oh my gosh, I've been hiding it for so long. Hurry 1 second. It's just gonna take time. Being in this situation surrounded by so many people who are proud of who they are, and not only are they proud of who they are, like beyond their disability, you know, but they're challenging themselves to do something that is hard for anybody. And the fact that all these people are out here doing it and conquering it and wanting to not just do it for themselves, but like challenge the world and challenge the running industry to be better and more inclusive is so empowering. And it just made me finally feel like I shouldn't be ashamed of that. With other people, I'm always like, being different is amazing. Like, you should embrace that and you should help the world see that. I say that to everybody, but I don't think that I've given myself that same grace. For me, it's like embracing the beauty and transformation. And I kind of feel like I finally now have fully embraced it. Wherever there is for you, let's run there.